Protector. 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 All right, gentlemen, you received the instructions in the dressing room. Know what I expect. A good, clean fight. Ya recibieron las instrucciones que era una pelea limpia. Golpe legales, here for you. Golpe legales, here for you. Touch gloves, glove to both of you. Buenas suerte los dos.
This is a long-awaited top-ranked boxing debut of Lindolfo Delgado, the 2016 Mexican Olympian in Rio 2016 at 132 pounds. He's talented, he's skilled, he's got 11 victories, all by way of knockout, but he's in tough against Salvador Briceno.
Briceno is definitely going to ask some questions of Delgado. Briceno's been in there with a lot of top fighters, and he also puts a lot of pressure on his opponents. He's starting out the gate a little slow for my liking. He's respecting the punching power already of Delgado.
Nice left hook there from Briceno. He's tall, he's awkward, he works well from the outside. Buffon means buffoon. He's got those clown pants on, but he's all business once he's in the ring.
Anytime we have a young fighter like Delgado who has the reputation and the record that he has of being a knockout artist, I'm always looking about what else is he doing around the power? How's his jab? How's his defense? And then also, what happens if all of a sudden he's not moving Briceno the way that he moves everybody else, or if he hits Briceno and Briceno hits him back?
Briceno he's choosing to fight out of the lead front guard, keeping it low. Call that the Philly shell. Dropping that lead hand, inviting the right hand to come his way. Let's see if he can set something off with that lead head being down.
Delgado known for his patience.
No le tengas el golpe.
Referee Raul Caiz Jr. says don't hit him the punch in that manner. I don't know what he meant, but
I like the patience from Delgado, the eyes of Delgado, and the punch selection early in this first round from Delgado.
Hey guys, to me, is this a different Briceno? I mean, I've seen him, he's aggressive. He's trying to box. He's trying to box his way to victory tonight.
It's that heat coming at him.
Yeah.
And the reputation of Delgado.
I think he just doesn't want to get caught early.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of early exits, Lindolfo Delgado in Rio 2016 lost to Carmine Tomazone, one of only 3 professional fighters in Rio. And you'll remember that name because that's the guy that Oscar Valdez knocked out.
I like everything that Delgado's doing at the moment, taking his time, being patient. I like his level changes. I like his feint. He just keeps changing frames. You know, he'll move left, he'll move right, not making himself predictable.
It's been a 21-month layoff due to management issues, so he wants to work his way back into the ring and do it intelligently, does Lindolfo Delgado.
Shaping up, there's a real possibility of that fight. Who knows? Maybe he will have that #1 next to his name in the course of the next year.
Yeah, there's always talk of fighting a Filipino, and he was going to have to choose between Jean-Riel Casimero or a rematch against Nonito Donaire. With them now unifying, he could be fighting for the undisputed title after coming away with the victory tonight against another Filipino and Michael Dasmariñas. That's our main event this evening. Thanks a lot, Joe. Round 2 of a scheduled 8-rounder for Lindolfo Delgado and Salvador Briceno.
Delgado's been landing some really nice looping right hands to the body, coming behind the jab. He's not trying to force the issue. He lands that, resets, comes back out, sticks a jab, and he just tried it right there again. So good punch selection again, and good patience right now from Delgado.
A lot of respect from both men. I mean, in the beginning, you touch gloves at the start of the fight, and they come out and they touch gloves. At the end of the last round, they touch gloves. Stop all of that, man. We in the fight now. Too much respect.
Grumpy old Tim.
No, I'm just saying, man. I'm just trying to teach these young men, like, man, you touch gloves in the beginning. You don't touch gloves every single round like it's a sparring session. It's ridiculous.
I agree with that.
Come on.
100%.
As long as his gloves are touching his face or his body, it's all good.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're here to see.
You know, one of the toughest things for a young fighter who can punch, for him to do, is to not live and die by that, to not let that be his end-all, be-all, but to work on other things like the jab, like feinting, being patient. And I see that from Delgado. He has power. Obviously, he's aware of that, but he's not just about power. I see a lot of good things from this fighter tonight.
When he was a part of the Mexican national team, Tim, he spent a year training alongside the Cuban national boxing team when he was 15 years old. So a lot of what Dre is saying, picking up on doing more than just blowing guys out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when I look at fighters, I look at their stance. I look at how they, you know, approach a fight. Delgado, flat foot, likes to come forward. That shows you that he's a power puncher. You know, how you beat a fighter with flat feet is you move. You throw combinations, you pick up your feet, and you move. Because a puncher likes to reset. He has to reset and be on balance and be stabilized before he shoots an actual shot.
Round two coming to an end, and tonight we've got great action in our main card with Naoya Inoue, obviously, but there's another title on the line. Two-division champion, but she's going back in time to the weight class that she debuted at 130 pounds to look for that third world title tonight. And that'll be our co-main event when we move over to ESPN. Bernardo soon alongside Tim Bradley and Andre Ward. Lindolfo Delgado in the blue trunks, landing that nice overhand right against Salvador Briceno.
Briceno's got the right idea, honestly. You know, pick up your feet, move your locations, change directions. You know, at times he stands in front. When he stands in front, he gets hit by a jab. Pick up his feet, use some combinations, and pick up his feet again.
That wasn't just an average jab, I might add. That was a power jab from Delgado.
Making the point of what Tim said, when he takes that step forward with that flat foot, there's something behind it. Nice body shot, although he gets admonished for it being a little bit behind the back. Kidney shot. Nice stick once again from Delgado.
Yeah, but he needs to put something behind it. If you're landing a stick and you're landing it that flush, put something behind it. Nice combination right there.
He picks off the jab and the right hand of Briceno. Really good eyes.
Yeah, very good eyes from Delgado. And one element that he's going to learn as he keeps going is, again, changing up the cadence, where he's not throwing everything hard, where a fighter like Briceno can pick up on it, and it still may land, but Briceno saw it coming. When you change the cadence, you throw something light, something that's not so hard, and all of a sudden, boom, something behind it is harder than what was expected, and that's how you end up getting veterans out of there when otherwise you won't. Most veterans can take a hard shot if they see it coming. It's the one that they don't see that gives them trouble.
Another thing that I believe that Delgado can add to his arsenal is just, you know, feints. You know, that changes up the cadence too, Dre.
Yes.
You know, adding feints to your game. Foot feints, head feints, upper body feints, shoulder shifts.
Nice left hook.
He hurt him with that.
Briceno felt that. And he's still got 20 seconds here left in round three.
Delgado gives Briceno just enough time to get himself together and kind of regroup. He sort of lets him off the hook a little bit. Delgado just got caught with a short left hook from Briceno.
Yeah, Briceno came here to fight. Been with Robert Garcia since his second professional fight. It's wonderful sparring over there in Riverside, California. Round 4 of a scheduled 8-rounder, and you see coming out with the jab, and he gets admonished again for that kidney shot. Nice left hook from Delgado. Catches Briceno trying to load up.
That was just an instinct shot right there. Didn't think too much about it. Just let it go.
Well,
Like
his
that.
instincts picking up pretty good here in round 4.
Well, that one he thought about when he placed that one. That was intentional.
Yeah, that's a nice changeup right there. Slip inside. Slip inside the jab and come right downstairs with the left hook to the body. You know, I'm surprised that Delgado's not throwing more right hands. You know, Briceno's keeping that left hand down, inviting a right hand. Perfect lane and opportunity for Delgado to land a right hand over the top.
It was Briceno who landed 2 overhand rights. Briceno's an experienced fighter. This is his 24th professional fight. Lindolfo was destined to be a fighter, as his father was a professional fighter out there in Durango, Mexico. Nice jab. Actually, Monterrey. Briceno able to pick off Delgado as he was trying to come in, make him think before he commits.
Well, the thing is that, you know, Briceno sees he's throwing the jab at the same pace.
Yes.
So he just stepped back and counted right over the top of it.
That's a good jab to have, but he's got to change up the rhythm and change up the pacing of the jab because, again, a veteran fighter like Briceno and others can time that and counter it. Right now, Briceno's not countering it, but it's allowing him to stick around because he sees it coming. He can roll with it. Every now and again, he'll get hit by it, but it's not doing enough damage to get him out of there.
10 segundos para la campana.
Halfway through this fight, Briceno decides to switch southpaw.
Tiempo. Lindolfo.
Come on, we need to get past this, gentlemen. Let's get past this, please.
They just touched gloves again, too.
And they touched gloves again at the start of this round. Let's go. Throw some punches.
That's what we do in the boxing gym when we spar. We don't do that in real fights. We touch gloves in the beginning, and we congratulate one another and say respect after the fight, but not in between.
But that's why you don't see the fireworks. You know, I'm looking for Delgado to step up the tempo, pick up the pace, let his hands go. He has the heavier hands. Throw some combinations. Bag up Briceno.
They both got 11 knockouts as pros. Briceno's done it in 17 victories and 23 fights. Delgado's got 11 knockouts because he stopped every one of his opponents. The longest he's ever been is 6 rounds in his last fight. His longest outing as a pro against Jesus Zazueta, and that was September. Ooh, nice combination. Finally, Delgado gets going.
Well, that's because that was a different combination than what he's been throwing all night. He switched up the rhythm and pace. That's why it landed.
So you're saying you're allowed to not start everything with the jab?
Yes, every now and again. Well, he led with the right, but he swiveled back the jab, so he finished with it. So if you don't lead with it, finish with it.
He went 2-1 instead of 1-2, and it seems to be working here.
It almost seems like Delgado was recharging after he throws a combination. You know, if he would have followed up right after that, he had Briceno buzz a little bit with that right hand he landed.
A little bit of a bloody nose from Delgado. It's good, though. Necessary growing pains on the way up.
Briceno has lost against Jose Vargas, who was 16-1, Yomar Alamo, who was undefeated, and Gabriel Flores, who was 13-0 at the time. So his losses have come against solid fighters, young up-and-comers. And this is an opportunity for Delgado to make up for lost time and prove that he's on that same level.
Yeah, I think you see that he's got what it takes in terms of his offense and ability. You still got to wonder about what kind of heart he has. We're looking at his IQ right now, what he's able to do, not able to do. So I see enough to know that he's on his way, but he's got to keep growing. He's got to keep developing.
Nice right hand there from Lindolfo Delgado. Briceno tries to roll with it and come back with a little something of his own.
That right hand is there for him all night long.
Briceno making him think with a nice left hook.
Stop! No punch, no punch.
Yeah, but Briceño's not a boxer. I mean, he's kind of alternate
he is.
style. He's a boxer
Briceño's
tonight.
Ahí viene la campana. Tiempo.
So far, not the explosive performance we've expected from Lindolfo Delgado, but he's doing things in a different way, and so far it's working for him.
Nice, easy work tonight for him. Check out this right hand. That right hand is there for Delgado all night long. You see the left hand down of your opposition. In this case, it's Briceno. Nice follow-up with the right hand and jab. That's been the combination tonight from a lot of fighters. Right hand with the jab to follow. That was one of your favorite combinations, Dre, you used to use.
Call it the swivel jab.
No, seconds out, mouthpiece in. Quédate en la esquina, protector. Protector. Ahí quédate en la esquina.
That right there.
Beautiful shot.
Vas.
But when you look at Briceno, he's a fighter that even when he loses, he goes the distance, except for losing by technical knockout in his 3rd professional fights. His other losses have been by decision. So he's a fighter that's tough to get out of there, and that's going to be the Rubik's Cube that Delgado will have to solve tonight. As he lands a nice right hand here. We remind you that Delgado's never been past round 6. His last victory came by technical knockout in round 6. So we'll see if he sees uncharted territory tonight.
Accidental, era accidental.
Oh, nice hook right there from Delgado.
Nice combination, a flurry of 3 punches from Lindolfo Delgado. His family saying his name, chanting his name inside the Virgin Hotel and Resort here in Las Vegas. Nice left hook from Briceno downstairs.
Briceno still throwing some heat every now and again when he sees an opening.
Yeah, he is throwing some heat. Leaving himself wide open for body shots, I can tell you that. If I'm in Delgado's corner and I'm telling them, forget about the head. Boy's a little slippery, hit the body. Bang on those arms.
When a fighter knows that the other fighter is going to throw everything hard, they can time that fighter. Good left hook right there from Delgado, but they can also get out of the way. They know what's coming, and they know the speed in which you're going to throw those punches. So that's why Delgado has to learn how to take some steam off, know when to load up and when not to.
It brings me back to the first fight we had with Omar Rosario. One of the greatest things he did tonight was switch it up, rhythm, the cadence of his punches, the pressure on each punch. That was a nice right hand from Lindolfo Delgado.
It's there all night long.
Yeah, you've been calling for it,
They're
too.
all night long.
Well, it's there because the left hand of Briceno is down. It's literally at his waist and near his belt line, and Delgado hasn't been able to take advantage of that as much as he probably should have tonight.
Now he is. Good jab right there. Nice parry with the right hand. Jab to counter.
Delgado looks a little like Chris Algieri at first glance.
What?
I'm the twin finder. I can find everybody's twin. That's Chris Algieri.
Oh, great
mine?
doppelganger. Oh, you don't want to know, Tim. All right, this is the furthest Delgado's ever gone in a fight as he hears a bell for round 6. That'll be the State of Boxing right here on ESPN Plus after our main event on ESPN. Let's see if Delgado has legs and he's got strength here. He's never been past 6 rounds, so uncharted territory for the Mexican Olympian.
The setup for this particular stance is one, the jab and the left hook and the right hand to follow. You know, Briceno, he has that Mayweather-esque type of defense or say guard he's using with the left hand down. You know, fighters need to understand Mayweather's been doing this since the crib, Dre.
Yep.
He's mastered that style, and he's mastered that hand placement.
But you can't just do it. You have to know when to do it, and you have to know why you're doing it. Don't just do it because as a fashion statement because it looks good. You saw Floyd do it.
The shoulder roll, but Floyd would come back with that vicious, quick, viper-like right hand. Briceño's leery to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's designed for that. You catch the right hand with the lead shoulder, and you roll your body, and you come back with your right hand or your uppercut. And the right hand is used to catch the hook of your opposition, and also the right hand is used to catch the jab.
Ooh, nice body shot, digging to the solar plexus from Delgado.
But I'd like to see Delgado bring that right hand behind the left hook. Good shot, but it's a single shot. You need to bring 2-3 shots behind there and hope that something gets through.
Briceño landed a nice left hook as well, but it's just one shot at a time at this point.
So again, Delgado has a lot of upside. You see a lot you can work with, but you have some homework as well, and that's normal for a young fighter on the way up. And that's why these kind of fights against the Briceños of the world, they're necessary.
I'll tell you where Delgado is vulnerable at is when he finishes combination. You know, he picks up his feet. He doesn't pick up his feet all too often. He depends on head movement. So let those combinations fly. And when he gets done, come right back with your offense. And I promise you, something will land.
You know, Delgado was supposed to fight at the Taylor Ramirez undercard in May, also on the Wilder Fury pay-per-view in February 2020. So it's been a long time since he's been in the ring, and Top Rank really wanted to see, okay, after the layoff, where are you in your development? So that's why the stiff test against Salvador Briceno and not an easy touch.
And all things being considered, he's looking extremely well being off for 21 months. That is not an easy thing to come back from. It's almost 2 years out of the ring, so he's doing well considering that. There's a few things he's got to work on.
10 segundos para la campana.
All right, round 7 coming to an end. We're going to listen into both corners and see what the strategy is. Briceño works with Profe Roberto Quesada, a Miami-based Cuban. And Lindolfo Delgado with Robert Garcia. It's kind of worrying what I heard from the corner of Briceño. If you're hurt, just hold on.
And that's smart. He's telling him right. You hurt? Hold on. Yeah. Fighters typically, when they get hurt, they want to fight.
No, but it's kind of like laying it out there, like you're not in good shape. Like it's just kind of, I don't know, like the mindset. Like what do you go out there thinking? He's going to hurt me?
I don't know how many times I hear that in a corner. Right. Like we're supposed to come and try to win and land a good shot.
Yeah, like tell me how to do that.
It's like he's hurt. You tie up. No. He's hurt.
There you go.
There you go.
He spoke it into existence.
Exactly.
He knew what was coming.
The law of attraction.
He knew exactly what was coming.
Maybe earlier in the conversation when we were listening to Robert Garcia, there was something in this conversation where Briceño was feeling the power. But he finishes on his feet for the most part, does Briceño. He's trying to use his legs here in round 8.
He tied up again right there. Got clipped with the left hook right on the temple and tied up again.
Nice right hand by Lindolfo Delgado. Now he goes to the body. Continues with the left hook upstairs. Nice combination once again from Delgado. He's got about a minute and a half to try to finish this off.
Yes, a lot of time on the clock.
Gee, this is what I've been waiting on. Step up the tempo. You know, you got a guy relaxing, getting comfortable in there. You guys touching gloves at the end of each round. No, step to this guy. He don't want to fight.
Nice right uppercut from Lindolfo Delgado. This will be the first time he goes the distance if he's not able to get Briceño out of there in the next minute and 5 seconds. Ooh, low blow there from Lindolfo Delgado, but then he follows up with the right upstairs and another one. Raul Caiz Jr. says, show me something to Briceño. If you don't show me anything, I'm going to stop this fight.
Listen to me. If Delgado can get this stoppage, that's going to be impressive.
No.
I'm Robert Garcia. I'm praying that he doesn't. He needs to feel going the distance just to be able to say, I did that. All the knockouts and all of that is good for promotion, but at some point, you need to hear that final bell and know that you can go the distance.
If he goes 23 minutes and 55 seconds, I'm sure Robert will be cool with that, too.
Good 1-2 right there from Delgado.
Oh, nice right hand from Delgado. Right at the last 10-second warning. And once again, Briceno proves what a tough customer he is inside the ring.
Wow.
Briceno tells him, good fight, as Lindolfo Delgado sees the final bell for the first time as a professional. So, gentlemen, thoughts on what you saw from Delgado and what you'd like to see improve?
Well, I thought he fought a great fight. The power's there, the explosiveness is there. I just want to see him change rhythms, and I want to see him pick up his jab a little bit more. He can't keep doing the same thing over and over, because veteran fighters, like we saw tonight, they'll start to pick up on that, and the really good ones will start to counter the mistakes. They won't just get out of the way. So a lot of upside, a little bit of homework.
His offense setting traps as well. But right here, everything started off with the jab from Delgado. Good combinations. Like I told you, he likes to stay heavy on the front foot. He stands there a little bit stationary at times, a little bit too long. He's there for receiving offense from his opponent. But good body work, good inside work. Nice right hand. Found his mark towards the back end of the fight with his right hand. He hurt Briceno several times in this fight. You can tell Briceno felt those shots. He took them well. Like Dre said, you know, Briceno was a tough cookie to crack, nut to crack, I should say. And, you know, I thought it was a decent performance. I'm not going to lie. Decent performance by Delgado.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds here inside the Virgin Hotel Las Vegas, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Lisa Giampa scores the bout 80-72. Eric Cheek and Max DeLuca both score the bout 79-73. All in favor for your winner by unanimous decision, Lindolfo Delgado.
Delgado had never been past the 6th round. He did that tonight, and he looked pretty good doing it, improving to 12-0. And these are valuable rounds against a fighter with 23 fights of experience in Salvador Briceno.